this is the best battery out there. This battery is at least 5 years old and it still has all its original 2000 milliamp capacity. And I'm going to compare them to all my other batteries. Some are older, some are newer. So watch it till the end and I'm going to convince you guys to buy this ENELOOP batteries. I tested it out with a special charger. This is the LEE LEE 500. And if you want to help this channel, please consider subscribing and hit the like button if you did enjoy this video. It recharges the battery fully, discharges it, and then recharge it again to see how much milliamp it has. So it's very precise. And I did the same thing with all of my other batteries. So in red you have the current capacity, and in green you have the original capacity. And you can see that some have lost more than 50% of their original capacities, and some are not even usable anymore. The only one that are still doing good are the Duracells, which are the newest one. I bought them this year, and I haven't used them that much. But unfortunately, I found out that it can only be recharged for 400 times, which is the shortest of them all, as you will find out in the next graph. So here are the brands of battery. I've got the ENELOOP Pro, EBL, Energizer, Amazon Basics, and Duracell. And here's the milliamp. So each battery has different milliamp and the lifespan of each brand. And this is very important. The ENELOOP Classic can be recharged about 2000 times, whereas the other ones are 1000 all the way down to 400 or 500 for the Pro, which is very confusing to me. Doesn't make sense why they would do this. As you can see afterwards, there's really no reason for buying the ENELOOP Pros. The next is the price for a pack of 8. And most of the batteries are the same price except the ENELOOP Pro, which are way more expensive, and the Amazon Basics are a bit cheaper, but really not by much. And here's the column for the price of one battery. Next column is the price per battery, and you can see that they're all pretty much the same except for the ENELOOP Pro, which ends up being 4.3 euros per one battery. And this column is the price to reach 2000 recharges. So I pretty much based this whole review or overview on the ENELOOP Classic, which has 2000 charges. So in order to reach 2000 charges for this one, I have to time this by 4, for example. So the price of one battery ends up being 17 euros in order to compete with the 2000 charges that ENELOOP has. And here's where it gets interesting. You can see that ENELOOP Pro ends up being 17 euros in order for it to reach 2000 charges. It's a huge amount of money for, just one battery compared to the ENELOOP Classic, and also the Duracell, which only has about 400 charges, which is insanely low compared to the other batteries. In this column, you can see that the ENELOOP Classic is the big winner. And in the last column, I have considered the milliamp. So I've averaged the price in regards to milliamp compared to the 2000 milliamp here. So these ones won't change. The 2000 milliamp won't change, but the Duracell gets a little boost in price range because it's 2500 milliamp instead of 2000. It's still very expensive. They're all more expensive than the ENELOOP. There's no reason why you shouldn't get an ENELOOP battery, and this graphic here is the reason why you should stick with ENELOOP batteries. If you have it charged fully and set it for 1 year, you would only lose 10% of its capacity, and if it's sitting for 10 years, it would only lose 30%. So this is insane. And if you're ever like me or worried that the battery that you charged about 2 or 3 months ago is half dead or has less percentage as it has to be, and you have to recharge it the day before you go on a shoot, then this is the battery to get. It really is amazing. This is not a sponsor at all, but I recommend ENELOOP. ENELOOP was made by Sanyo, which was then bought by Panasonic. So you can find them online with different names. And that's it for this review, guys. I hope that I convince you to buy the ENELOOP or ENELOOP. I don't even know how to say it, because they're great, and then it will save you guys a lot of money in the long run. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.